week on Check Please South Florida, elevated comfort food paired with unique craft cocktails in Boynton Beach.
Just beyond amazing. I've never tasted anything like it.
A satisfying spot to get your ramen fix in Southwest Ranches.
There's a lot of work that goes into that food, and I know that, and you can taste it when you eat the food.
And a traditional steakhouse with exceptional service in Boca Raton.
People go to eat, this place you go to dine.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world. Additional funding for Check Please South Florida is provided by George and Helen Weaver and the Friends of South Florida PBS.
You will look at food differently when you leave.
One didn't really help the other.
I just know it was the best.
It was just the perfect dish. Prepared to perfection.
Hello, I'm Michelle Bernstein, and welcome to Check Please South Florida, the show where regular people from all over South Florida recommend and review their favorite restaurants. So this is how the show works. Every week, we have 3 guests. Each recommends his or her favorite spot, and then the other 2 go to check them out and see what they think. This week, nurse anesthetist Chris Ruhlman is curing us of our ramen cravings. He says his West Broward pick delivers traditional Japanese dishes with just the right amount of spice and superb flavors. And Director of Customer Service Linda Farley is pointing us in the direction towards her favorite steakhouse. She calls it her go-to place for any special occasion, celebration, or just a great steak dinner. But first, retiree Ro Fromeni recommends you drift on by her Palm Beach County pick. She says it's the perfect place if you're looking for a quaint restaurant with a diverse and unique menu. From their craft cocktails to their delicious desserts, Rose says you'll love the whole experience and you won't go home hungry. It's located in Boynton Beach and it's called Driftwood.
I'm Jimmy Everett, the chef owner of Driftwood Restaurant in Boynton Beach. Driftwood is a small restaurant. It's just me and my wife. We worked years on getting things together, organizing to create our own restaurant, and that's what Driftwood is. What we're trying to do is find a way to make good quality food accessible to everyday people without them having to spend a ton of money or dress up fancy. It's a very casual atmosphere here, so it's a big part of, we want people to feel comfortable, whether it's the atmosphere or things that certain dishes remind them of. We do have a few signature dishes that have been on the menu since we opened. The chicken and dumplings. We hand roll all of our dumplings. We use really good quality chicken, and it's a simple thing, but it's one of those things that people come back for. People love it. It's as simple as it is. We also have our Key West pink shrimp and grits. That's another thing, more of a comfort food, southern roots. But that's something that it's really hard to find. There's not too many places you can go and get good quality shrimp or grits, 2 ingredients. I think eating is a very mental, is a very psychological thing. I think it's something that, that's how you can really blow somebody away, is when you trigger things. It's not necessarily always what you put on the plate and how you cooked it or seasoned it, but when you can trigger something that strong in somebody's mind when they're eating something, I think that's when you can really impress somebody. And so that's something I always really try to do.
So Ro, tell us about Driftwood. Where in Boynton Beach is it, and is it easy to get to?
Yes, Michelle, it's right off 95. It is on Federal Highway, and it is quick to get there, but you must keep your eyes open. It looks like a quaint little house, so you might just pass it by, so go slowly.
So what did you have the last time you went?
Well, I started with a wonderful craft cocktail, which was called Simple Pleasure, which had lavender added to it. It was quite delicious and goes down rather easily, so be careful. Then I had the cauliflower, which is sweet and sour. And if you don't like cauliflower, I would advise you to try it because the flavors are just perfect. And I went on to the crispy Brussels sprouts, which were truly crispy and truly delicious.
Linda, what did you think? What did you have this last time you went?
Well, we had a martini in an old-fashioned martini glass, and it was one of the better martinis I've had in a long time. We had the sweet and sour cauliflower that everyone adored, and I had a hamburger with truffle fries that was very good, and it was as big as Texas. So it was tremendous.
Anytime anybody talks about a burger, especially a cheeseburger, my knees get weak. Was it great?
It was very good, and when I go back, I'll order it again.
Nice, nice. Hey, Chris, what did you have this last time?
For the appetizer, we had the cauliflower also, very, very good. We had the homemade sausage, which they make in-house, which is really good sausage, and there was lots of potatoes with it and everything else. It was great.
It's called cotechino, and it's funny. It was the first sausage I ever learned how to cook. We used to make them fresh when I worked in DC, and when I read that you had that, it just brought back so many memories for me. It's just delicious.
The sausage was amazing, and there was a lot of flavors in it, and I couldn't pick it out. I was trying to tell my friends it was cinnamon, but I'm not sure if it was cinnamon. There were so many good flavors in it.
Yeah. It's funny that they do make it with a little hint of clove and sometimes a little cinnamon. Yeah, I'm amazed that you pulled that out of there. But yeah, it's a wonderful sausage. And I think you had chicken and dumplings, right? And shrimp and grits too, correct?
Correct. Chicken and dumplings, shrimp and grits, they were both really good as well. Everything was great. The food was all amazing. The desserts were the best thing though. We had the banana cream pie and the chocolate waffle. The desserts were amazing.
Ro, you also had the chocolate waffle, correct?
Yes, amazing. That chocolate waffle is just beyond amazing. I've never tasted anything like it.
Okay, so Linda, what did you think about the prices at Driftwood? Did you think that they, that the food was worth the price?
Yes. I think the food is well worth the prices. It's reasonable. The service is great. The food is good. I would recommend it. What I find unique is that I have pictures of 1950s people at the beach in bathing suits. They were all over the restaurant. It was a nice touch.
That would not make me want to eat a big burger.
Well, yeah. But I didn't have the dessert.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, Ro, Driftwood was your pick. Can you sum it up for us?
A great place to go whenever you just want to get out and have something good to eat.
Linda, give me a summary.
I think it's a great place if you want an afternoon of a hamburger or the short ribs or the sweet and sour cauliflower or just plain great drinks. This is the place to go.
Chris?
Great atmosphere, great drinks.
For unique dishes and craft cocktails, drift on over to Driftwood, located at 2005 South Federal Highway in Boynton Beach. Open for dinner Wednesday through Sunday. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $35. Now, nurse anesthetist Chris Ruhlman has the perfect prescription for traditional Japanese cuisine. Between their appetizer and ramen specialties, he says this place is definitely a foodie's dream, and it reminds him why he enjoys eating out. It's located in Southwest Ranches, and it's called Shimuja.
Hi, my name is Michael. I'm the manager of Shimuja. First of all, Shimuja, like the meaning, is like without wicked thought. It's very pure. Basically, the owner started off in Japan. He has a very pure heart, and he's very prideful of the food and everything and the restaurant business that he's trying to come up with. We are just like traditional Japanese. We have our dumplings, our pork buns and everything, but you know, he's trying to get a little bit of an American twist sometimes. Our key lime ramen is very good. That's actually something he went to the Keys and had key lime pie and literally got the idea for a key lime ramen. It was cool. That's one of the type of American twists that he puts onto the menu. The chicken paitan ramen, that one is another one we actually take the chicken bones and everything and like beat them down. Paitan is a broth that has a lot of depth to it, so it's not relying so much on the soy sauce that is added to the base of the ramen. I feel as if the atmosphere really puts off like a very mellow, like any bad energy or anything is left on the other side of the door. It's very peaceful and calm. You eat, you enjoy yourself, smiles, laughter, and everything, and then you go home happy, you know, full stomach. Shamuja is all about changing the ramen game. Literally, we want to be on top of anyone else in South Florida, which I think, in my opinion, we are there. Just basically changing the ramen game.
So Chris, this is your favorite spot for ramen. Tell us what you enjoy about it and why that is.
The food has great flavors. They definitely put a lot of time into it.
Well, tell me what it is that you have when you go there.
I had the chicken ramen. My partner had the spicy ramen. My friend had a different ramen. We had all the different ramens, and they're all amazing. The egg noodles are perfectly cooked. The flavor's amazing, and it's just unique. But of note, for the spicy one, we added the habanero sauce, and we added it to the ramen, and it made it really spicy. Really spicy.
How about the appetizers? I know that you had some fun appetizers when you went. You had some edamame, some shishito peppers. You had gyoza, the dumplings. Tell me a little bit about each of those.
Well, the gyoza was really good. I love Japanese gyoza. Traditional Japanese, we had it steamed, not fried, and it tasted amazing. So that was one of my favorite. The peppers were amazing. The edamame is edamame, but however, some restaurants can cook it better than others. The edamame was super fresh and really good.
Linda, what did you think about Shamuja?
When we first walked in, these smells was just absolutely fantastic. We couldn't wait to sit down and order. We ordered a bottle of wine, and then we ordered a chicken pops plus shrimp dim sum, and they were fantastic. They were delicious. Then we ordered our main dish, and I think I ordered the wrong dish because I didn't care for mine. And the next time I go, I'm going to ask the waiter to help me pick out a dish for myself. But I would recommend, and I would go back.
Listen, you never know. You know, sometimes the things that you like are not necessarily what the waiter likes, or vice versa. So, you know, you tried, and now you learned what to get the next time. Ro, what did you think about the experience?
So it was my first time having ramen, and I took the waitress's advice, and I had the key lime ramen, which I have to tell you was absolutely delicious. The flavor was amazing. I also had the pork buns, and that was really, really good, and the gyoza.
What did you think about the atmosphere?
I wouldn't say there was much of an atmosphere. It's a pretty undecorated kind of place, but you know, you go in there for the food.
I don't disagree with her. The atmosphere needs a little work. However, there's a lot of work that goes into that food, and I know that, and you can taste it when you eat the food. The chef came from Japan, and it's a very famous ramen noodle place that's in Tokyo, actually. And so he actually came over here to make the ramen noodles down here. There's a lot of labor and time that goes into it. It's like 30 hours that the pork broth has to brew and everything like that. So it's not so much about the ambiance there, because I also kind of got on that too. There's not that much ambiance. However, it's the taste of the food. The food is amazing.
I'll tell you something, a good ramen broth will heal everything, just so you know. Linda, was it easy to find? How was the location?
It was a little far for us because it was 50 miles from my house. And I went with several people, and everyone loved their dish, and everyone wants to go back. They call it a road trip. I will try another type of dish next time.
Okay. Well, Chris, Shamuja was your pick. Sum it up for us.
Amazing flavors, very authentic, and a place to try again, for sure.
Ro?
All the best flavors in one bowl.
She has the best one.
Linda?
It's a very nice place, great appetizers. I had good service, and if you like ramen noodles, that's what you need to go there.
Satisfy your ramen cravings when you head on over to Shamuja, located 4921 Southwest 148th Avenue in Southwest Ranches. They're open daily for lunch and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $30. I am so excited. We are going to make gyoza, which is a Japanese dumpling. The filling is, and I'm just gonna jump right in here. This is ground pork, some sliced scallions, some very small, fresh diced shiitakes that have been cooked in oil, some minced garlic, some ginger that is either minced or, as we did it, peeled it and put it on a microplane. I have a little bit of sake, which is rice wine, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil. These are really all the aromatics, all the great flavor. Finally, I've got some cabbage here, chopped up and salted. And if you can see, there's actually water on the bottom of the bowl that has just been gathering from curing that cabbage. So all you have to do is squeeze out the water and add that cabbage into your pork. All right, so we're just gonna mix that all together really well. So what you wanna do is take a spoonful of the filling and put it right in the center of your wrapper. Have a little bowl of water ready because you're gonna need it. Put your fingertips in the water and just kind of brush around the filling. So you'll push all the filling down so that you can close your wrapper like so. All you have to do is pinch a little bit and push it down like so. Take another 1/4 to 1/2 inch and do the same thing. You're making pleats is what you're doing. And then you have a beautiful gyoza. Look at that, it's a gorgeous little package. I have some over here. We're gonna take a saute pan and I'm gonna add a little bit of cooking oil to the pan. All right, so let me add all of my dumplings in. So while my gyoza caramelizes, I just wanted to show you a very quick and easy dipping sauce to make for it. Here I have some garlic chili sauce that you can buy at any good grocery store or Asian market. I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit of rice wine vinegar and soy sauce into that. And just mix it up, and there is your dipping sauce for the gyoza. So as you can see, they are beginning to caramelize beautifully. We're gonna go ahead and add water and cover it. We're gonna allow that to steam for at least a couple of minutes. By that time, the water should go ahead and evaporate, thus leaving us with a beautiful caramelized dumpling. They should be ready. This is really just the most perfect snack for the kids after school or for the adults with a glass of sake or maybe a beer. And there you have it, gyoza. You can find this traditional gyoza recipe at checkpleasefl.com. And finally, Director of Customer Service, Linda Farley, knows good service when she sees it. And she says you can find it at her steakhouse pick. She says the staff makes her feel like she's the only one in the place. And not to mention their delectable steaks are presented beautifully. It's located in Boca Raton and it's called Abe and Louie's.
Hi, I'm Lou Langer. I'm the general manager of Abe and Louie's in Boca Raton. We're originally a Boston-based steakhouse. We have 2 locations, in Boston still and here in Boca Raton. We're truly a world-class steakhouse, but with somewhat of a traditional feel, with rich leathers and mahogany woods and a little bit of Sinatra in the background. And also really a family restaurant. We're really a part of this community. We celebrated the milestones from kindergarten graduations to 100th birthday parties and everything in between with this community. We primarily are a USDA Prime Steakhouse, but we do offer cuts of different grades as well, often featuring an Australian Wagyu, which goes off a different whole marble score system. Buying the best possible quality products allows us to serve the best possible quality products to our guests. My favorite steak in the restaurant is definitely the bone-in ribeye, because you get that marriage between a heavily marbled steak and the flavor coming directly off the bone. Abe & Louie's is really about an emotional connection that we have with our guests. You know, dining has become somewhat pedestrian in our community and in our world, and Abe & Louie's is really a throwback to that connection you have with a place where you come into and you immediately feel at home, you immediately feel at ease.
So Linda, tell us about the experience and Abe & Louie's and what stands out to you.
Abe & Louie's is an excellent steakhouse that you go to either a celebration or you want a good steak dinner or just a plain dinner. People go to eat. This place you go to dine.
So tell me what you ate this last time you went there.
We started off with a Caesar salad. It's so big you have to share it. A couple of my friends had onion soup, which they said was the best they ever had, and crab, fresh crab. They absolutely adored it. We then had a bone-in ribeye steak that was cooked to perfection, hash browns, sauteed spinach. It was amazing.
You just made me very hungry.
The steak that came out, the smells, you could just bottle it.
Nice. Ro, tell me about your experience at Abe & Louie's.
It reminds me of an old world steakhouse. And from the moment that my daughter and I sat down, we actually brought our own bottle and paid a corkage fee. And our waiter was nice enough to decant it for us. And we went on to order the porterhouse for two, which was presented beautifully. It comes cut from the kitchen. We asked for medium. I would ask for medium plus. Now I know why people were saying plus, because it was a little on the raw side for us. And we ordered their Brussels sprouts. And I will tell you, the meal was just perfect. And the service was really impeccable. I couldn't have asked for a better waiter.
So it was a good piece of meat.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Tender, like butter.
So Chris, I know you went for brunch and you liked it, but I feel like you could have loved it. So what do you think you could have done differently?
So I think differently that it's a steakhouse. You're meant to go there at night. I think that they probably have amazing steaks at night, as everyone else has said. However, I went for brunch, and the brunch was good, but not something I would return to. But I need to try it again at night.
So tell us what you had.
We had the bacon for the appetizer, and we also had the crab cocktail. The bacon was great. Really thick slices of bacon with blue cheese on top of it. Very good thick bacon that, you know, it's a big rage nowadays. And then for the appetizer, we had the crab cocktail, which was really good also. It was very fresh, very good.
Okay. You had a turkey sandwich, correct?
Yeah, the turkey sandwich was really good. It was a good turkey sandwich. I mean, but it's my fault. I ordered a turkey sandwich, right? I ordered these great steaks, and you're talking about, you know, the blood of the steak and everything else. Well, I ordered a turkey sandwich.
Ro, tell us a little bit about the prices. You did order a big steak and you did pay a little corkage. So did you find that the food was worth the price?
Yes, I really did find it to be worth the cost. The corkage fee was fine for me. We took a very, very nice bottle of wine with us. And you know, when you're going to have a perfect steak like we did, you're going to pay for it. So it's pricey. I wouldn't be able to go there weekly, but I would definitely go back for special occasion.
Well, Linda, Abe & Louie's was your pick, so sum it up for us, please.
If you want fine dining in a great atmosphere with excellent service and fantastic food, it's either a celebration or a wonderful dining experience, Abe & Louie's is the place to go.
Chris, can you sum it up for us?
I think it would be a great steakhouse. They probably have amazing steaks at night, but I went for brunch. So it was my mistake, completely my mistake.
Chris, I just think you need to eat a steak for brunch and get over it.
I should have, but I didn't. So
okay, next time. Ro, give me your summary.
Old world charm and a wonderful steak experience. Definitely going back.
Well, you can meet your friends and family for an upscale treat when you visit Abe and Louie's, located at 2200 Blaze Road in Boca Raton. Open daily for lunch and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $85. Well, we've had a wonderful time. I want to thank my guests, Ro Fromeni, Chris Rollman, and Linda Farley. For more about the restaurants and recipes featured in the show, or if you'd like to apply to be a guest reviewer, visit us at checkpleasefl.com. And remember, find us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Join us next time for 3 new guests recommending 3 of their favorite restaurants right here on Check Please South Florida. I'm Michelle Bernstein, and I will see you then.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world.